spiritual growth and development, strengthening the spirit man and sharpening our discernment so that the church would be spiritual. So in other words, I don't need entertainment.
That's right. Yes.
You know what I'm trying to say? What did we say? I think, Rita, we said that was gimmicks, is what I'm saying. We don't need gimmicks that's going to excite the flesh, but it's not going to do anything for the spirit. Because ultimately, we are in a spiritual battle. And so if you are fighting a spiritual battle in the flesh, you're a loser already. I said you're a loser. And that's not, I'm not looking at nobody, I'm just telling you, you cannot fight a spiritual battle in the flesh. Because anybody that's in the flesh can't do anything but produce the flesh. Amen. But when you're in the spirit, you can do spiritual things, and you can call those things that be not as though they were. And that's what we want to do. We want to get into the spirit, and we want God's spirit to work on us, and then work in us, work through us, so that God can be all that he wants to be in us. Amen. Because without the spirit, listen to me, y'all, without the spirit, we're no better than animals.
Amen.
Oh, look at that. I said without the spirit. What differentiates us from animals is that we have the ability to think, the ability to reason. Animals can't reason. We can determine right from wrong. We can determine left from right. We can determine light from darkness. Isn't that right? How can two walk together unless they are in agreement? I'm telling you something. You are never going to be any better than the people you hang around with.
Amen.
In other words, better, I mean, you're not going to rise up any higher. It's been proven that you won't rise up any higher than the people you're hanging around with. Come on, so I can tell by who you're hanging around with who you are. Somebody say amen.
Amen.
Amen. Because you have people gravitate toward who they are. Come on. So the battle is that I have to fight against what I don't want. So if I entertain what I say I don't want, I make myself a liar.
That's right. That's right.
If I gravitate toward and I desire something that I say I don't want, and I go toward it, I make myself to be a deceiver. And sometimes, listen to me, y'all, we deceive our own selves.
Amen.
Y'all don't hear me. You ain't got to worry about nobody playing tricks on you as long as you're playing tricks on yourself.
Amen.
Some folks are just fooling yourselves. You ain't fooling me. Because when you're in the spirit, you can detect spiritual things.
Amen.
Right. So when somebody is pretending to be in the spirit and they've been in the flesh all week, I know you ain't something ain't right. When Peter was at the time when Jesus was arrested, and Peter was there when Jesus was being whipped and questioned, Peter was warming himself by the fire. And a little old lady said, wait a minute, aren't you one of the ones that was with him? And Peter said, no, I'm not him. I'm not the one. You're going to deny me before the cock crows. You'll deny me 3 times. But here's what the lady said. I'm going to try to. She said, your speech betrays you.
That's a good one.
Your speech betrays who you are. So eventually, who you are is going to come out. Listen, you cannot wear a sheep's outfit for so long before the doggone tail is going to come out. Oh, y'all can get me. I said before the tail is going to eventually come out. Why? Because it's rubbing against the outfit. Oh, you don't hear me. Your tail. Oh, y'all don't. Let me come up. Your tail is rubbing against your outfit, and it's trying to get through, and eventually it's gonna get through. Amen. Somebody say amen.
Amen.
Amen. And so we've got to practice righteousness where? Outside of church.
Amen.
Why? Because spirits are transferable. I said spirits are transferable. So if you get up here with the wrong spirit, I can detect it because I got discernment. I can discern your spirit ain't right. Hey, oh, y'all don't hear me. And isn't that what that said? I said it out this morning. We got to get close to God, and we got to deny some things so that we can have the spirit of discernment, so we can discern what is going on. Y'all don't hear me? I knew a church that had a witch playing the keyboard. I mean, they didn't know she was a witch. But she was, come on, Jimmy. But she was a witch. No, they get right. They could not tell that this is a true story. They could not tell that she was practicing witchcraft. Why? Because nobody in there was spiritual enough. Nobody was spiritual enough in there to discern what was going on. You know, so you people just clapped because they was clapping. They danced because they was dancing, but they didn't have the spirit of David's dance. People say, I'm going to dance like David, but do you have that spirit? Come on now. I said, do you have the Spirit of God? Because I'm telling y'all something. They that are of the Spirit of God are the children of God. So if I'm a child of God, I don't really have to advertise who I am. Why? Because my spirit... My spirit is going to recognize your spirit and that we are the children of God. And it's got to be a differentiate. We got to differentiate between light and darkness. Why? Because the Bible said, woe to them that call light darkness and darkness light. But when you don't have discernment, you're always calling darkness light. Why? You're guessing. You are guessing. And just like Russian roulette, you may guess the wrong one. There may be a bullet in that chamber on that day, and you'll end up shooting yourself in the
foot.
You better hope it's the foot.